For number one, I first wanted to explain that I think parent relationships are vital from the beginning of the school year to the very end, and I've already been thinking about things that I want to do to establish that rapport with parents right from the beginning. But moving on to a specific example, I had a parent during my student teaching approach me about a concern he had with his daughter being bullied at school. He explained to me his concerns, and it was really beneficial for both of us to listen to his frustrations and for me to think about it from his point of view. I then explained that his daughter wasn't being bullied and it wasn't an ongoing thing. There was one isolated incident where a student made a very rude comment to his daughter, but I also told him that I addressed that with the student separately, and his daughter probably doesn't know that, but he thanked me for letting him know that, and that made him feel a lot better about things. I also offered a quick solution just to separate the desks and separate the students. He also told me that his daughter talks very highly of me, so me having that rapport that I have with those students, I offered to have a talk with them about friendship, and it went really well, and I think their friendship was really strengthened from that, and all of that really consoled the parent and made him feel a lot better about things. For number two, I have a lot of experience collaborating with team members. Every Tuesday, I would meet with my professional learning community, which consisted of myself, my cooperating teacher, the instructional coach, the other fifth grade teacher, and the principal, and we would have a weekly topic to discuss each week. I think that I brought a lot of strength to that group by explaining what I've been seeing in the classroom and talking about that in relation to, if we were talking about reading groups, where the students at benchmark, why I think maybe they're there, and just explaining what I've been seeing. I also think that I brought a lot of strength to the group by talking about strategies that I've learned about at school that some of those teachers haven't heard of before, so I got to explain some of that as well, which was really cool. I'm a big fan of collaboration. I value it a lot, especially as a newer teacher. I think that I can learn so much from hearing other teachers. I love when they give me feedback and ideas, and I really like listening to what they have to say. For number three, I'm always thinking about differentiation when I'm planning lessons. I'm a big fan of collaboration. So for math, we have solve and shares every day, which start our math lessons. So before I even have students pick up their pencils, I read them the solve and share, and I have them talk to their table groups about what they're going to do to solve that problem. And then after about 45 seconds, I have them start working on it independently. I do that so that some students who have no idea where to start can get a starting point, or maybe their prior knowledge will be activated and they'll remember what to do. I also am a big fan of giving students a choice in how they present their assignments whenever that's possible. Like, for example, if one student wants to do a poem and another one wants to do a PowerPoint, I really like that. Another thing is that I had a student who was on a Tier 2 behavior plan, and during my head teaching, she moved to Tier 3, so I had to implement that new plan with her and explain it. I like to do things for visual learners, such as anchor charts, when presenting new materials, word maps for new vocabulary with definitions and synonyms and examples. I like to provide sentence stems whenever I have students do writing. If I had them write a conclusion about a text, I would provide them with sentence stems to guide them through that. I scaffold information and instruction, always trying to activate prior knowledge. I also am a big fan of having extension projects for students not in an intervention. So when I first started student teaching, the math extension group just had a packet of worksheets to do, and they were always really bored when we were meeting with interventions. So I created this project for them where they got to budget a 4-day trip somewhere in the United States, and I gave them this packet really detailed to guide them through it all. For number four, I think that you should hire me because I'm so passionate about this profession and everything that it has to offer. I've been dreaming about having my own classroom and being a teacher for as long as I can remember, and it's crazy that it's finally so close to becoming a reality. I'm so excited. I'm always reading PLD articles and reflecting on lessons that I've taught and thinking about what I can do. Students truly never leave my mind. I'm always thinking about them. I think what's most unique about me is my ability to build a positive rapport with each student. I honestly can say that I built a really good relationship with each student in my student teaching class and all of my practicums. I do everything I can to show them that I really care about them because that really helps. I go to their sporting events, musicals, etc. Number five, I really want to work at X-Change because I've heard such great things about the district. And also, after looking at the website, I want to work there even more. I love that you record your monthly newsletters. I love technology like that. And I also love that it's a PBIS school, and I think I have so much to offer to X-Strand.